Hello, this is a video about the anointing of Jesus' feet or his head and the Mandela effect, or is it really a satanic effect? And the name Mandela effect shouldn't really be there because it's a lot more serious than just a few things changing. Anyway, in the Bible, and I referring to rather than using the King James version, which is most common apparently. And in the Bible, there's two variations of this story. One by John, one by Matthew. And John's is the one that I and most people seem to remember. But even in John's version, there's 300 pence, which are 300 pennies. And in Roman times, they have pennies or pence or denarius, Roman coins. 1 pence, 1 penny. I'd never heard of that in all my history lessons. Never mind. Here we go. The other Mandela effects. And Mary, in fact, in Matthew's it says a woman, not Mary. It says a woman poured the ointment on Jesus' head. And the full sentence doesn't really make very much sense, because it goes, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. He didn't sit eating meat or a table with meat on it, sat at meat. That doesn't make very much sense at all. So it's written in poor English. And then got Judas Iscariot turns into all the disciples, because it was Judas Iscariot who complained that Mary had wasted this ointment and could have sold it for the 300 pennies. But in the Matthew's version, it says when his disciples saw it, more than one, more than one, had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? And the indignation was at the waste, not that it was being poured over Jesus' head. Very strange. And then Jesus says, she has wrought a good work upon me. And wrought is a term used for constructing iron mainly and metal. It's like a tough working phrase. So here you go, let's have a look at some of this.
Then took Mary a pound of ointment of spikenard, very costly, and anointed the feet of Jesus, and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. Then saith one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, which should betray him, why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence, and given to the poor? This he said, not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief, and had the bag, and bare what was put therein. Then said Jesus, let her alone. Against the day of my burying hath she kept this. There came unto him a woman, having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head, as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much, and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me.
Is that how you remember it? It's not how I remember it. And even though there's two versions, the second one, Matthew's one, It does not sound real to me. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Hope you like it. Share the video and subscribe and comment if you can. Thank you very much.